Hey, how's it going? This is Rob from Justin's Toys, and today I'm going to show you how to make the double capped dragon scale bracelet. Now, this design was submitted to me from Cameron, who is on Instagram _Rainbow Loom Co _. I would also like to give a shout to Cheryl Mayberry, who clearly designed the dragon scale, so without her design this wouldn't be possible. There are some key differences in the design though, especially the beginning. I thought that the beginning could definitely be better, so if you want to make a dragon scale off of this video, rather than double capping or triple capping any of the bands, just leave them single and you'll have this way of starting and ending. I think it's the cleanest way. Also, I do twist these black bands, so keep in mind, in order to have them straight rather than twisted, you'll see what I mean later on. Alright, so to make this bracelet, we are only going to need one bar pin and a hook. That's really all you need, aside from the bands. And we're going to use these 4 pegs right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This center peg, these 2 pegs right here, are going to represent the black color. And these 2 outside pegs right here are going to represent the white color. But for this video, the white is going to be replaced with black, and the black is going to be replaced with rainbow. So the rainbows are going to go on these 2 pegs, while the black is going to go on these sets right here. So I'm going to zoom in and focus. I'm right-handed, which is why I have the grooves on the right, because it's going to make it easier for me to get in. If you're left-handed, just turn your bar pin around so you can hold it like this and get into those grooves, and you're going to use these 4 pegs. Okay, so the first band that I want to put on is my starting rainbow. So I'm going to use red in this case, but since this is the dragon scale but tighter, keep in mind all of the bands in this bracelet, every single one is capped. So I'm grabbing my first band and I'm going to cap it, my first red, but I'm also going to turn it into an 8. So once I cap it and put it on those 2 pegs right there, I'm also turning it into an 8. And that is going to be the second and third peg. Okay? Next, I want to grab my 2 outside colors, okay, which is black. Again, I'm going to cap it, but this is a tricky part. We're going to turn it into an 8, but the 8s are going to be turned in a different way. You see here, I'm actually using the bottom of this rightmost peg, and I'm pulling it up to create that 8 on the right side. And then on the left, I'm going to cap it, put it on the 4th peg in, but I'm going to use the top of this peg right here to create an 8. And it actually does make a difference. You might wonder what that does, but it's going to make it so that these outside whites actually go in straight. It's just a perfectionist thing. You don't have to do it. It'll make a slight difference, hardly visible, but it does make for a more appealing design. Okay, next you are grabbing your hook and you are going to bring up these 2 bottom reds. So this peg right here, you're grabbing those 2 on the bottom and you're bringing it up and over this peg just like that. And the same with this. Grabbing these 2 bottom reds, bringing it up and over just like that. Right? Next, you are grabbing 2 of your next colors. So my next color is pink. I'm grabbing 2 of them and I'm going to cap it So that's 2 bands capped. It looks like it's 4 bands, but it's only 2. And I'm placing that in the center 2 pegs. Alright, just like so. And once you do that, remember the outside of all the bands that you put on are the ones that you're bringing the bottoms of. So these 2 pegs are the outside of the band you just put on. So you are going to grab all the bands that are under that and bring it up. Alright, so here's another angle. There you go. And once you do that, you can push down. Okay, so now you want to grab the 2 outside colors, which is going to be black, and grab 1 band, cap it, and put it on here. Again, we are doing the 8. You're going to use the bottom for the right side rubber band and bring it up to create an 8. Grab another black band, cap it, put it on the leftmost peg, and use the top of the next peg to bring that down and turn it into an 8. As you can see, it's going to look like that. And since these are the 4 pegs we used that are on the outside of each band, we're going to bring up the bottom bands on all 4 pegs. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. Okay, when you bring all 4 up, just push down. Okay, next color of the rainbow, which is orange. I'm grabbing 2 of them. Alright, make sure you're grabbing 2 for the center colors. Cap them both, and then apply them on top of the 2 center pegs, just like so. And you are going to grab all the bands that are under these 2 pegs. Alright, so those 2 blacks are coming up. And push down. Next is black. Cap it. Again, you're turning it into 8s. Bottom right. Cap it. Leftmost. And use the top of the peg. Turn it to an 8. And bring up all the bands on the bottom of all 4 of those pegs. Alright. Next color in the rainbow, neon orange. You're grabbing 2, capping both of them, and you're putting them on the center 2 pegs. Again, bringing down those bands on the bottom of those 2 pegs in the center. Okay, and push down. Now grab the outside colors. Cap with black. Again, remember to turn it into an 8 if you did. If you didn't, it's not that big of a deal, but it does make a slight difference. Alright, so bring that bottom up. And then push down. Right. Next color in the rainbow, which is going to be yellow. Cap both of them. And put them over. Right. Now we're going to bring up just those bands on the center 2 pegs. To do that, push down. Again, grab the outside color, black, cap it. Remember, use the bottom on the right, top on the left. Okay, and bring up the bottom 4 on all 4 pegs. Yep. Alright, so it's basically the same exact step over and over again. I'm going to do this for the next set of this whole rainbow. And then afterwards, I'm just going to fast forward to the end because it does get really repetitive. And if I did the whole thing, this video would probably be about an hour. So I'm just going to continue for another 5 sets or so. So 2 bands, cap them both, push down, go. This is going to be the last one I do before I fast forward. Push down, one more black, caps, hang that up, one black, cap, down. Right, so as you can see on the other side, it is starting to build. It's going to look like that, and you're just going to keep going until it's long enough to fit around your wrist. And once I get close to the length of my wrist, I'm going to show you how to clip it. Alright, so I'm back, and I'm up to my last 4 sets. So right now, next I'm going to do the outside blacks. Cap 1. Alright, put it right here. Bring this up. Cap band. Bring this one down. Alright, bring up all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push down. Grab the next color, which is teal. 2 bands. Cap both of them so it looks like 4 bands. Put them in the center. Okay. Again, bring up only the 2 center bands. Okay. Next, cap band. Put it on the right. Bring this one up. Okay. Cap a band. Bring this down. Bring up all 4. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. Push down. Next color is going to be blue. Grabbing 2 of them, capping it, putting it on top. Okay. Again, bring up the bands on just the center 2 pegs. Push down. Back to outside. Grab 1 black. Cap it. Put it on the second peg. Okay. Bring that up. Turn it to an 8. Alright. Cap another black. Put it on the left. Bring that down. 2 8s on the outside. And bring up all bands on all 4 pegs. On the bottom. Alright. Push down. Center peg again. Next color in the rainbow is purple. 2 of them. Capped. Put it on. Bring up the bands on the 2 center pegs. Push down. 1 black. Bring it up. Another black. Bring it down. Bring up the bottoms of all 4 pegs. Okay, And this is going to be my last band right here. As you can see, it's going to be this black, but instead of having black, it's going to be rainbow. So, since this is my last band, and this is going to be the band that holds all of them together, I don't need two of them. I'm just going to have one center band. So the last color is going to be fuchsia, and I'm only grabbing one, but I'm capping this, and then I'm going to apply it on the center two pegs. Okay, and once I do that, I'm going to bring up the bottom two centers just like normal, but this is where it differs a little bit. I'm going to take these outside two blacks and I'm going to grab them carefully off. Okay, make sure you do it very carefully, and then you're going to bring it on top of this peg. Okay, just like that. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to take it and put it on just like that. Alright, and the trickiest part is going to be taking these blacks. When they're on the peg, you're going to grab it and you're going to pull it down below the rainbow band, as you can see, just like that. And this one on the right, you're going to go inside that black, grab that fuchsia, bring it up from inside. As you can see, I'm not going from the outside, I'm weaving this fuchsia through the black, so the black's still on, but as you can see, this has a hold of that black, and I'm going to bring it back here. Okay, and once you do that, you want to go into this peg and you want to go grab all the fuchsia except the black, which is underneath. So as you can see, I'm using my hook and I'm only grabbing the fuchsia. Alright, as you can see, there's still the black right there, but I have a hold on all the fuchsia. I'm in front of all of them, just like so. And get your hook really in there so that you know you have all four ends of just the fuchsia. And then just pull it off. And as you can see, these are the four bands that you want to clip. So grab a C-clip. You can pull down a little bit and clip all four. Just like that. Okay. Once you're sure you have all four, you can let it go. And then you can clip the other end. So if you see the other end, you want to clip it like this. You want to recognize that there is an X, but you don't want to clip it this way because that's going to make it twist in its natural state. You want to clip the X this way. So use your hook and grab the end like this. So when you have your hook in, as you can see, it's like that. You want to clip these ends. Like going in, pull a little bit. And there you go. Now when you're done, you can go in and you can kind of like stretch it out and straighten it, kind of wiggle it. And that is the completed double cap dragon scale.